Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Brawl for All Pro Wrestling Show. It is episode 44, and today with me it's Jeff Crow. What's up, man?
Not much, watching a little football.
Oh yeah, first Thursday night game of the year, right?
Yep. Oh wow.
Yeah.
They just intercepted the ball, the Broncos did, and scored.
It's over?
There's 27 seconds left.
Oh man, so we are right in the middle of the end of the game there. Anybody watching?
Yeah.
So, should be over now. 27 seconds.
27 seconds.
Yeah, we'll see.
But
yep, and
anyway, I'm ready to talk some wrestling.
Right on. I'm Jeff Jaros, your host, as always, by the way. And at the end here, we'll have Cdub from Chronochord Media coming on to do some news and make some predictions for Night of Champions with us. So, that's this Sunday coming up, Night of Champions. And we had the go-home show this Monday. So, you ready to talk about that?
Yep, sure am.
Wasn't that great of a Raw, but it was better definitely than the last couple weeks. I didn't hear about any kind of ratings this week either, did you?
I heard the viewership was steady, but I thought I heard the actual ratings.
Yeah, because football
slipped a little bit.
Football being on definitely
double header too on football, so that didn't help.
But you could tell they were trying to combat it. But I mean, did we go back to WCW in 1995 this week or what?
Yeah, we did definitely.
We had Triple H and Steph come out right off the bat and actually talked about how great this year's been. Wow, it's been just incredible.
And just great.
Yep, and they talked up like even NXT's guys on the main roster, like how many stars are on. How many guys actually in NXT though were made in NXT as a fresh guy and not coming from another company? That's what I want to know.
Not very many.
Yeah,
very few.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any really. I mean, everybody's pretty much been somebody kind of an independent star before they even got in there. That's went up to the main roster.
Yeah,
Owens, Neville.
Main roster.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, who's gotten to the main roster? Who have they really developed? Nobody.
It's hard. I mean, there's a lot of the guys that have been up there for a while but they were still a lot of them.
If you even want to
see,
you could say Xavier Woods, but he started in TNA, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to think of somebody.
You can't. There is none.
No.
Everybody was a star before, and they just kind of took them in NXT and then pushed them up to the main roster and acted like they developed them. But in my opinion, they haven't really developed anybody. NXT's awesome as a brand, though. I mean.
Yeah.
But like this week, we'll talk about here in a bit. But I don't know. It just seems like they aren't really developing any new stars. They're all coming out of the independents.
I mean, they've helped them out, with a lot of stuff, but they haven't. I mean, as far as skill-wise in the ring, I don't.
Yeah, and pretty much character-wise, I don't see the characters changing too much that they were previously.
I mean, there's been a few, but not a real big change.
Not drastic, no. So, what'd you think Triple H and Steph announcing this 1995 rematch of Sting and Big Show?
I was kind of surprised that Sting was going to wrestle.
I was too. I mean, we can't even get Brock to wrestle on Raw, let alone Sting.
Yeah, I know. But they went and put him against the Big Show.
Yeah, it's like I thought it was WCW again. I had to check the calendar and make sure it was 2015.
Yeah, Big Show's bald now.
I was expecting the NWO to come out. I didn't know.
About 150 more pounds and bald Big Show.
I don't know. It just seems so weird to me. I mean, talk about nostalgic, but like we're talking 20 years later here, guys.
Yeah.
New Day, actually, I guess they came out and Steph started dancing with them, and then Triple H jumped in there and started dancing. Yeah, they did come out for the next segment.
Yeah, him and Biggie were getting down.
Yeah,
they announced New Day coming out, and they came out. And
I showed up right at this time to watch it with you, so.
Yeah, got down in the ring. It was pretty funny, actually.
We had Biggie and Kofi, along with Xavier, of course, against the Primetime Players. New Day won. The Dudleys came out and told them pretty much to get ready for Sunday at Night of Champions to lose the belts, but no interaction, really. So,
no.
I love the Dudleys being back.
Yeah.
Despite what Rene Dupree thinks of
pretty good, actually.
Yeah, despite what Rene Dupree thinks of Bubba. I'm still enjoying it. Get the tip.
And Rico.
Oh, yeah, Rico Constantino.
Yeah, he's
Because we know he was a huge draw. Like, man.
Yeah. And he told Bubby come out to Vegas and he'll tell him to his face.
I'd love to see it. Bubba's probably inviting him down. Bubba would probably fly him in.
Probably.
I don't know. I heard that Rico was kind of a tough dude, though, really. I don't know. I think I've heard that.
Yeah, maybe he is.
He was really old when he was in there, man. He was pretty much up around 40 when he got up there. It was weird.
Yeah, he was kind of like a DDP deal.
Yeah, he's not a young... Yeah, not near like DDP, but he wasn't a young guy when he got in there.
Yeah, age-wise, but
Rico.
Wasn't near the star DDP was.
Why are we talking about Rico? No, I'm joking. Okay, Steph and Triple H backstage were talking about the dance moves. Oh, yeah, Triple H was talking about his dance moves. I forgot about that. And then Rollins came up and talked about Sting versus Big Show. Talked about what Sting did to his trophy, and then he talked about Cena and Sheamus, what are they going to do tonight since he's got Big Show in a match with Sting. And they announced that Cena and Sheamus would be wrestling later. Like, we really wanted to see that.
Yeah.
So...
Beaker on there again.
Yeah, Beaker. We did. It was kind of funny they talked about Triple H's dance moves, though. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have to see that part.
It was
I didn't
good. You have to watch it.
I got to. They had the backstage interview with Charlotte and Flair. Rick was there. Woo! Talked about her first Divas. Yeah, talked her first Divas title on Raw and putting a stop to Nikki's title record reign. But nice to see old Rick on there, but I wish he would have came out to the ring with her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hopefully he'll be on there a little bit more.
Rick got an easy paycheck, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I wonder what they paid him for that spot. $25. Here's $25, Rick. Get you a few drinks on me.
You got free bar.
You got it. You got it.
You got it. Free drinks.
You guys. Oh, Flair, dude, he cracks me up. His podcast, man. You need to check that out. Listening to him talk about, I was so drunk. I tell you, we had a fun time. Woo!
It's hilarious.
It's great to listen to. Then we had Paige and Becky Lynch, well, with her, and they took on Sasha, Naomi, and Tamina. They had Paige with her, too, I think. Or Charlotte. Was she? No, she wasn't there, was she? It was just her and Lynch.
Yeah.
And Sasha won with the bank statement, so I don't know, advancing the story, I guess, with those teams. But in my opinion,
she had on Paige, didn't she?
Yeah, she did tap Paige out with the bank statement, which was a big win for her. And talking this week on NXT, she thinks she's the best diva going, so good attitude to have. And she probably did put on one of the best matches I've ever seen with Bayley in the women's division at that takeover, so it's just, I wish they'd let her wrestle like that on WWE.
I know. I don't know why
they water him down a lot.
Yeah. They need to split them all up. This faction thing is kind of ruining it. They need to have a bunch of good singles matches. I mean,
yeah, I don't like all these factions jumping together for sure. And I can just see that Lita and Trish coming in or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. If it's going to be a Diva Revolution, let it be singles matches, not with all these factions. I understand, they're trying to get all the girls on TV and they don't have a lot of room, but I guess it's given more.
If they want to push them that much, I mean, as much as they talk them up.
Yeah, and they don't.
And it's not like they don't have talent right there. They got actually some really good Diva wrestlers.
Heck yeah, they do. I mean, you just watch NXT and you'll see why that they're talking the Divas Revolution, but it's in NXT. It's not on the main roster.
Nope.
And Bayley needs in there too. That response that Bayley got on NXT is like, why is she not on Raw?
I know.
I mean, she could be drawn so much. Like, they're going after the kids anyway.
Yeah, I was like, she's the female Cena.
She pretty much is.
She is.
I mean, in my opinion, she's not like she's a pretty damn solid wrestler, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She don't seem like the most fluid in there, but she can go.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't think she's the greatest women's wrestler of all time or anything, but as far as getting over with the crowd, man, she's really good.
Yeah. Like I said, she can go in the ring. She's not the most technical, but John Cena isn't the most technical wrestler either.
No, good point.
There's a lot of guys that weren't, and a lot of women, but she's doing a hell of a job.
Right, they need to get Bayley up there. Did you see Jimmy Uso getting shown when they took him out on SmackDown? Braun Strowman. They showed that.
They showed him getting hauled out.
Yeah, well, they showed Jimmy Uso just getting taken out by Braun Strowman, and then.
Oh yeah.
So he's out now. I guess the Usos are getting close to returning or something because he's been out there a lot lately and been shown on TV a few times.
Yeah, I seen something about them about being ready. I'm not sure when, but
I forgot the injury that Jay went out with, but I can't wait to see him back because, man, I always forget about how good they were doing in the tag division. So
yeah,
getting in there with the Dudleys, could you imagine getting the Hardy Boys back and getting like a TLC match with the Hardys, Dudleys, Usos, New Day? I mean, they could have a hell of a match.
Yeah, they could.
I'm looking for that happening if they get the Hardys back in there, like I hear they're saying, but we'll talk about that here in a bit.
Yep.
The whole Miz TV segment, not much really to talk about. I mean, they were pretty much trying to ask who Braun Strowman was, Miz was. Yeah. Ambrose and Reigns came out, and did you see he kicked and tossed Miz out of the ring, which was pretty funny.
The Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah, what is up with that outfit?
I don't know. He needs to get rid of that. I hope to God he doesn't wear that around.
That's got to go. The thing I thought was dumb about this segment, though, was there's no altercation. It was just them staring the Wyatts down and talking about stopping them from getting partners and attacking his cousin Uso, and they attacked my family. You know, you say all that.
Wyatt and the Wyatts just destroying them.
Yeah, like they're 3-on-2 right there, but they're not going to have any kind of physical altercations. And then they did say they found a partner, and in 6 days they're bringing a fight, and they will win, and you can believe that.
They're bringing a fight.
I like the new Wyatts, but man, it's hard to say. There is a rumor that I'm going to get to, but it's hard to say who this partner's going to be for Ambrose and Reigns, because I'm ruling out Corbin because, you know, we must have messed up because I could have swore that he was already out of that tournament, but yet it seems like him and Rhino haven't even wrestled yet, so we were wrong.
Yeah, well, then I thought they mentioned something about I don't know what they were out there in Russell. I could almost positive.
I could have swore they were on there, man, but
they lost. I'm pretty damn sure, but
why are they out there? It was weird and confusing to me.
I thought they said there was like I don't know if there was another bracket and they won, and but it makes no sense. I don't know.
I have to go back to that.
It didn't make no sense because they had a lot of matches at live events and stuff, so you don't know
what's going on. They did do like did you notice they did that Dusty Rhodes update this week though?
Yeah.
Instead of just showing the matches from the bingo halls.
Yeah, that was a lot better.
It was better than what they did. They showed them, but it was in like I thought that was kind of cool. It was like a UFC type form. You would see like an actual real athletic event, I guess you would say, would do they would do during a UFC or something.
Yeah, it was a lot better than last week's jumbled up mess they had going on.
It's getting down to some pretty damn good matches on that Dusty Classic too. I'll talk about that here in a bit, but
yeah,
you're gonna have one match I'm looking forward to is Joe and Balor against Enzo and Cass.
That's gonna be sweet.
That's what I think I saw on the bracket. They didn't actually announce the next matches really, but I saw on the bracket that that's who they were against when they showed them move over in the bracket. So yeah, Vaudevillain's not getting any TV time.
No.
I mean, I see they're headlining
they had a little backstage interview with them,
and they're headlining that like Texas tour, but I don't think they're going to show that as a NXT event.
Yeah, I doubt it.
But they did advance, but I got the teams that advanced in a bit here, but I don't know how we got on that subject, but I think tag teams, but
yeah.
I would have liked to see like the Dudleys get in there and stuff like that, but they'd have been cool to win the Dusty Classic.
Yeah.
Especially because Bubba does the flip-flop and fly elbow.
Yeah, he does. Bionic elbow.
Next match, we had Cena take out Sheamus with the AA. The worst Money in the Bank, man, there's been. I mean, I got to look at this. Sheamus and Orton, they're not even doing anything for the pay-per-view. So Sheamus could very well cash in the Money in the Bank, I guess, but I'm not calling it, but he's not doing anything, and neither is Orton. Got taken out, and I guess he's done.
Yeah, I don't know.
We didn't see Orton on there this week, did we?
Mm-mm.
So yeah, remember?
Was he on there?
No, because the Wyatts took him out.
Yeah.
The week before, last week, the Wyatts took him out, and then, so I guess he's taking a break like we said he needed to.
Yeah.
I say bring him back around like Survivor. They need to bring him back at like Survivor Series in a few months.
Yeah, he probably will.
They had the Ryback promo next about how he's proud to be the IC champion, and that was funny when he said Kevin Owens had him all shook up like Elvis. What was that? Somebody write that. Somebody wrote that crap for him. Sheesh. That was hilarious. But yeah, I mean, who's writing that crap, really?
Somebody needs fired.
You actually wrote that down thinking that'd sound great coming out of Ryback's mouth. That had to have been a rib.
It might have been.
Because we know Ryback isn't putting his own promos out there.
No.
Every time he's backstage, he looks like he's looking at a teleprompt. I mean.
I think that has something to do with halftime, them telling them not to look at the camera.
I don't know. It always looks like he's looking at a screen reading.
Triple H do not want people looking into the camera.
Well, it looks bad when you look into the camera.
Right.
You're never supposed
to. They're going like more like movies.
Yeah, when you're in a movie, you're never supposed to look at the camera.
Right.
Every time you act, you're always supposed to look away from the camera, past the camera.
That's what they're doing a lot more, I've noticed.
Yeah, but pretty much in this deal, Owens came out and he had that damn book, threw it in his face of Ryback's, which I'll never read. I don't know who will. I can see that being #1 on New York's Best Times bestseller here. I bet. Nah, I'm joking.
No. Foley or Stone Cold.
Yeah, Ryback said clearly he don't understand him, and he stands there to the IC title. Owens says, for now, because if he ever gets a shot, he's going to take that belt, and he'll prove it. He's a weak little boy. He's not a big guy.
I'm not.
But Ryback came back and announced him and Owens at Night of Champions for the belt, so that's awesome.
Yep.
But
get the belt off of him.
But what a time filler here. Pretty much ridiculous.
I'm not a big guy. The big guy.
No, he's a weak little boy. I was cracking up on that. We'll find out that you're just a weak little boy.
Old skipster.
Oh, jeez. So, then we had the Cosmic, what are they? Cosmic Wasteland.
The Cosmic Wasteland.
Ascension and Stardust now have a little faction going, and they took on Neville and the Lucha Dragons. Stardust got knocked out of the ring after a brawl. The Ascension drug off Stardust, and the match ended. It was really strange. They never had a beginning or an end. So I don't know if it was a match or not. Was it a match?
I think it was supposed to be Stardust, and then he got thrown around a few times and rolled out of the ring, and that was it.
Cosmic Wasteland to the retreat. And they got a match coming up at the pay-per-view. I saw.
Yeah.
It's going to be Neville and... Yeah, it's going to be Neville and the Dragons against Cosmic Wasteland.
I did catch like the first half hour Raw, and SmackDown. I seen the little
there were some few things that happened on Raw, man, that are on SmackDown. I saw a few things.
I didn't watch the rest of it. I gotta watch it.
But I can't really remember what happened off the top of my head, but I know a few things happened on there. Charlotte and Bella, this was the match that I was looking forward to, for her becoming the longest reigning Divas champion if she wins. Of course, Team PCB and Team Bella out there. You had Charlotte pin Brie Bella, and actually Rick did get in there. I remember he ran out to celebrate.
Oh, yeah, he did.
But Steph came out and reversed the decision and called it a DQ, so still Divas champion and now the longest reigning champion of all time, Nikki Bella. She beats AJ's reign.
Wow. Yep.
But Stephanie did come back and announce the rematch for Sunday at Night of Champions, and she says the belt changes hands no matter what. If it's a DQ count out, it doesn't matter. Belt changes hands if Charlotte wins. And anyway, but what do you think of that? I mean, giving her the longest reign, I knew they were going to go through with it. I said that last week. They weren't going to come this far. And I seen them pulling a rouge like that on us too. You even said it, like that she gets screwed somehow and gets a rematch. Because I listened to last week's show right before this, so at work. So.
Yep. So I figured it's gonna go down, but I don't know. AJ was a hell of a lot better wrestler than her.
Yeah, I've seen that coming from like a mile away too, man. Like
we just aren't in good terms, I guess, with AJ and
no, they aren't.
And all that.
They aren't.
They're playing a little politics.
Yep. So they did it. They got the record reign off of AJ, and we'll have to ask Cdub what he thought of that when he gets on here in a bit. But running down the rest of Raw real quick, we had Rusev Summer Rae against Cesaro, and once again, we had Ziggler come running out and distracted Rusev by giving a gift box to Summer Rae, and Cesaro actually rolled him up and got a win this time instead of jobbing. So, Ziggs did jump in and hit Rusev with a super kick after that too. So.
Pretty good super kick.
Yeah, I got some news too on the Ziggler thing. I was pretty much right. I think they're going to drop the Ziggler-Lana storyline.
I did see something. I never read it. I seen the headline about it.
I think they're going to end it after this because Lana's out with that broken hand. So
I seen something about possibly putting her back with Rusev. I don't know.
Oh, really? We'll have to see what happens there. I don't know. Yeah, because she can't wrestle now. She can't wrestle now, so she'll have to. And they did have her get mad at Ziggler last time they were face to face. We'll have to see at the pay-per-view if something like that happens.
And he gave her that little box, Summer. So,
yeah, Rusev was shown backstage, and Summer opened the gift box and was happy, and it was some kind of jewelry. It looked like a necklace or something. I didn't really show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we'll definitely have to see. That's going to be interesting on Night of Champions what they do there.
Then
we had
kind of a waste of time, but
yeah, it was a waste of time now that Lana's hurt, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I think they were heading towards a mixed tag till then.
Yeah. And if they're going to put her right back with Rusev, I mean, it's kind of...
Oh, it was ridiculous if they put her back with him.
Yeah.
I don't want to really see that, but...
She's too over. I mean...
Yeah. And Rusev needs to go, like, face if they're going to do something like that.
Right.
And I just don't see Rusev being a huge face.
No.
He'll be a goofy face. I mean, that's really the only way you're going to be able to get him over is comedically.
Yeah. Some of the stuff he says is funny, just the way he talks is broken English. But
right.
I think he says a lot of it on purpose like that, too.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the backstage segment? Triple H and Steph talked about Nikki Bella becoming the longest reigning champ. And then Big Show came in, and they hyped up Big Show as the problem solver. And Sting's the problem. Go out and solve it. So Big Show back with the Authority again, obviously like in cahoots again. It seemed like.
Yeah.
I mean, they just threw him right back in there. You got to wonder where Kane is too. I've got a feeling he may end up at this Night of Champions in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
Whether it's against Rollins or whether it's against Ambrose and Reigns, I don't know. Or with them.
Well, we'll talk about in the news.
Yep. Then we had the main event, which was Big Show and Sting. You know, the 1995 rematch, 20 years in the making. Rollins jumps in, and Show and Rollins actually double-teamed him, and then old Super Cena came down and evened things up. And then Triple H announced Rollins and Big Show versus Cena and Sting next, so we got a tag match. And what I did not like about this is Sting hit a Scorpion Death Drop and then tapped Rollins out to the Deathlock. So it makes it seem like he has no chance now at the pay-per-view with coming out with a clean win. I mean, in my opinion. Have to ask Cdub.
Yeah, but I've been thinking more about it. I don't think they're going to screw him over twice.
You don't think so? So that's where that's why I was kind of thinking today, like, it'd be a good spot for, like, Kane to come in. And that way he won't get a clean victory, but he'll get the victory and the belt still without jobbing Rollins 2 times in a row. That's the only thing I could see them foreshadowing, trying to throw us off that Sting's going to win, and he'll win in another fashion. So, it's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I don't know. They're advertising Cena against somebody, or Rollins against Cena for I forget what belt it was. I think it was the heavyweight belt.
Oh, yeah?
In November. For the Germany tour. But, that can change real quick.
Well, we're going to get Cdub on here now, right, Jeff, says we're through Raw. And I kind of got a few things I wanted to get him on here anyway to talk about, so here we go.
Sounds good.
Old man Clemens. All right, Well, we got Cdub from Chronochord Media. What's up, man?
Checking in here, a little bit of news.
You want to go ahead?
A couple interesting things this week to talk about, huh?
Go ahead and just plug Chronochord real quick before we get into it.
Chronochord.com. You can check us out also over on the featured channels tab here on the Brawl for All. You can find us on Twitter at Chronochord. You can find us on SoundCloud and check out all of our music there. If you should happen to go check us out, make sure and drop us a line. Say what up. We like hearing from people.
Definitely go check them out. Cool stuff over there. But yeah, we got some interesting things. You've got some things to start with, I think. That.
Oh man!
Wow.
Slipped.
What the fuck have they been feeding you over there at the Wyatt compound?
With cannibalism going on every now and then.
I didn't even want to bring
Must
up.
have been them kidneys I ate.
I didn't even want to bring up the Wyatt compound, but man.
Yeah, I got a couple things here for the news. I read earlier today that the Dudleys are going to be getting a DVD added to the 2016 release schedule from WWE. So,
and what in the? Go ahead.
I would venture to guess that's a pretty good indication that the Dudleys are going to be around for a while.
And they're getting the titles at Night of Champions.
Oh yeah.
And why? It's just weird to me. Like a Dudley Boys, do they deserve a DVD?
I
guess they do, but
yeah. I mean, of their best matches, sure. I'm not really sure.
What are their best matches? Though you have the ladder matches.
You got the TLC matches. They had a couple of other good matches. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it was there were any that really stood out other than the TLC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm sure if I went back and looked through the history, I could probably find quite a few really good ones.
Well, just I guess their history as a team and winning all the belts that they did over all the territories, that'll be interesting in itself. If they do a documentary segment, I'd like to see it.
Most definitely.
But just
keeping in mind, oh god,
yeah,
and keeping in mind too, they have the ECW library to take from. So
yeah, they did cause some near riots in ECW.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the history as a team, theirself and what they've done, that'll be cool
for sure.
But it just seems like, man, there's some other teams out there that probably deserve a DVD before they do. So
yeah, agreed.
And then you had one on NXT, wasn't it?
Yeah, I read earlier this week that NXT talent was told that they will not receive any kind of bonuses for these special events, takeover, anything like that. They'll be paid on their developmental deals alone. So that's something interesting.
I don't like that because, I mean, they're drawing in all those crowds like they did for that last takeover, and they're not going to get anything for that.
Yeah, that seems a little unfair. I'm hoping that in the future they're going to change that policy. But again, I mean, they're in the big time. They're getting a shot at a deal where they can get those bonuses. So,
right.
I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's their company and their rules. And as it stands, they're the only global wrestling company left, pretty much.
NXT's pretty much became the new ECW on Sci-Fi.
Yeah, man. I would say it's a lot better, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's pretty much what they were using ECW almost for at the end there, it seemed like. I will not be surprised to see NXT on actual television.
I think it should be, but then again, I also think it's a great exclusive for the network.
It is. But, man, it's getting to the point where they're almost going to do it worldwide, I think. Actually could have a NXT versus WWE war, really, if you really think about it.
That would be pretty sweet.
I mean, it's intercompany, though, but...
He's working the old man.
He still is. He's working the old man. Definitely is. Did we talk about NXT this week? No, we haven't. Just to go on from that. You watched it, right, Cdub? Flipped through it?
Yeah, man. I watched the majority of it.
Yeah, it was really good this week, in my opinion. If you have watched the last 2 weeks, which were thrown patched together, this week was definitely better than the last few weeks.
Yeah, most definitely, dude. I was pleasantly surprised by the matches in the Dusty Rhodes tournament that we have. Was just to kind of move along to another bit of news. We've got Asuka, a.k.a. Kana. We saw that vignette for her debuting next week on NXT, so that's going to be pretty sweet.
That looks badass. Jeff, what's your opinion on that?
I think they copied her off of Tekken. There's a chick on there, Asuka.
Oh,
It's got
yeah.
a Z, I think.
I didn't know that, but yeah, that's very possible they could have done that. And then they have Nia Jax coming in.
Yes,
Yeah.
Lena Fanene,
Yeah,
The Rock's niece.
but then you got Jax from Tekken.
Oh, he's
Mortal
from
Kombat. Oh, yeah.
You remember?
And they got all these superheroes now in the main roster. So I don't
Yeah,
know
it
what
seems
they're
like
doing.
they're copying video game and superhero people.
And is that
kind of
Triple
like in
H
the early
from
90s?
Metal Gear Solid, the new one? Is that him? That's the commercial.
I haven't seen it.
I think it's him.
He's in the
I'm
Metal
gonna have
Gear.
to look it up, see if he's playing the Metal Gear Solid.
He's Snake.
But
Yeah.
yeah, he's playing Snake.
In
shit.
what?
And shit, everybody knows that Snake from Metal Gear Solid is just a ripoff of Snake Plissken from Escape from L.A.
It
so.
is. But wait a minute
You know,
now.
to kind of go back to the Asuka thing and her getting signed, I think there was a Japanese women's wrestler named Lioness Asuka.
Yeah.
So maybe that could be a
Oh,
kind of a tribute to her, maybe? I don't know.
That name really rings a bell.
possibly.
Here's some notes I had. I love Bull Dempsey on the mic.
Bullshit.
That was hilarious,
Bullshit.
dude. I loved him coming out there. That's what he's missing, man, I think. He needs to be more talkative and keep playing up that, like he's fit, but he's not.
Yeah, dude, I can definitely identify with that as a
You are our Bull
big
Dempsey
fella.
of the show.
I am, most definitely. I don't think I quite have quite what it takes to match Bull in the gym or maybe even in the ring, but
I bet that son of a
Yeah.
bitch can lift a lot of weight.
I bet he can lift at least 20 chicken wings right up to his mouth.
No, size of those legs on that son of a bitch. He reminds me of Mantar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to, much
Drugs.
like I can speak from personal experience. You get pretty big, strong legs whenever you have to haul around a fat ass all day. So.
Oh man, try not to laugh at you, dude. Come on.
Hey, it's all good.
Switching
I
from-
definitely threw it on out there.
It's funny because switching from fat asses, here's another one. I like the perfect 10 gimmick for Dillinger.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I think he's going to do well with that.
It's almost it almost makes me wonder if he'll ever try to actually go for a 10 count like Bundy used to do for the 5 and
Good
Big E.
idea. He needs to go in the 10. He needs to get the guy in the corner for 10 hits in the head, too. They don't do
Yeah,
that
he-
anymore.
He should start demanding that all of his matches are under last man standing rules, so it's a 10 count.
Mm-hmm. Or get guys counted out
That'd
for a
be
10
cool.
count.
There you go. The count out. Do the old berserker finish. Just toss him
Exactly.
over the top
But
rope.
I just think the gimmick is like perfect for him because he's so cocky and arrogant already.
Most definitely.
I think he did this gimmick before too, and went back to it. So that's what
I think it'll
What do you think,
be
Jeff?
pretty good, I think.
Yeah. And what do you guys think of Apollo Crews, man? This guy's just impressive or what? He'll definitely be the next champ in my opinion.
I'm not sure if he'll be the next.
Not the
champ,
next.
but-
Next will be Smo Joe.
But I gotta say, man, that guy has money written
Holy-
all over him.
Man, from the attitude to the look to the in-ring ability, man, this guy, jeez.
He's like a super athletic Lashley.
He
Yes.
does look like a Lashley out there,
He does.
but definitely
The-
more athletic.
The main
Yeah.
question for me would be hearing him on the mic, because we haven't really heard a whole lot of him talking yet.
I've heard him
So-
quite a bit. He's pretty good on the mic, man.
I have too. I mean, I've heard him, earlier in his career, but you got to remember too, you're kind of under a completely different set of rules whenever you're in WWE or
Well-
NXT for that matter.
The promos he's cut so far have been pretty good.
Solid. I'll have to go
the
back and check
script.
some of
Oh,
these
you
out.
haven't seen any of his promos, huh?
Not since joining NXT. No.
Yeah, he did one right after NXT TakeOver. They interviewed him backstage, and it was really good, man.
I'll have to go back and watch that.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's what I was saying. He's got the mic skills, too, I think. So, this guy's
Better
like the
than I
complete
thought they were.
package. Yeah, better than what I thought. Yeah. Okay, so we had Hype Brothers, Vaudevillains, Corbin, and Rhino advance in the Dusty Classic, like you said. And they knocked out Tommaso Ciampa and Gargano, who put on a hell of a performance. That was a hell of a
great
match. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That was
mean,
good.
I had to note that. But Ciampa and Gargano, are they signed to WWE?
I think so, yeah.
They're looking
Yeah.
good. They're smaller framed guys, but man, can they go.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like they had a matching attire so they can be a tag team now.
I think that's going to be the case.
Do you think they have some dates to finish up, or they're just going to let them roll with those names?
That's a great question. I think Ciampa is. I think that's actually his name. I could be wrong. Yeah, that's a great question.
Because they're letting Samoa Joe roll with his name too. It's kind of weird because they never did that in the past.
Yeah, that's one of those cases though where it's like, what in the hell are you going to call this guy other than Samoa Joe?
I don't think he'll ever. I don't think he plans on using the name much after that. This run.
Yeah, I mean.
So he's just like, take it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is he going to do after? What is he going to do after this? And he's getting up there.
That's a great point right there. I mean, he goes through the WWE and he can be under a Legends contract one day if everything turns out well.
Yeah, and it looks like they're really going to use him too now. It seemed like at first I didn't know, but man, he's gotten over with the fans every time he comes out there to a live crowd.
Oh yeah.
So I did like the ending too with Bayley returning as the champ and getting confronted by Sasha Banks to do the Iron Woman match like we announced last week.
Yeah, man, that celebration from Bayley was awesome, man. I really liked her going and getting her super fan there, Izzy.
Yep.
Getting her up in the ring, and that was just cool, man. It's cool to see somebody who the fans genuinely like and who is a likable person. And I gotta say, man, this Iron Woman match,
it's gonna be
main
awesome.
event, dude. This is gonna be. I'm looking forward to it as being an all-time classic, and I hope that it exceeds the last Takeover, which a lot of people are saying was a match of the year candidate.
Oh man, it was.
I can't disagree with that.
Besides some of the Cena matches with Owens, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd put it up there definitely in top 3-4 matches.
For sure.
I
haven't really
they've been studying a lot of like footage on Iron Man matches and stuff too, so.
Oh, that's really neat.
They've been doing their homework.
That's awesome because it's going to be October 7th, too, coming up, which is really cool because it's going to be called Respect, too. Did you guys hear that?
I did not. That's I'm glad to know that now.
Yeah, it's called NXT TakeOver Respect. But what's cool is it's on October 7th, but on October 3rd, we have the MSG event with Brock and Big Show. So, man, we got some good stuff coming up here.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, WWE typically, after SummerSlam in previous years, has just been slow, man. They always hit that slump, but I'm hoping that with the WWE Network that we get those big events like we're getting in October through the holiday season.
Yeah.
And we don't hit that slump like we did in normal.
NXT helps.
Oh, man, NXT is huge.
They got that filler brand now that's really over, almost more than WWE itself. So
yeah.
I really think NXT is becoming the number one. Slowly.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I watch Raw and then I watch... I watch Raw and I don't want to see it again. I watch NXT and I'm wanting to see it again. Like, I got to see this again.
Yep.
And that used to be Raw for me. So, what does that tell you? I mean, we're hardcore wrestling fans, too. It's like, that's not good.
I think that tells us that in the future, whenever Triple H and Stephanie are fully given the reins on the main roster, that hopefully we're going to see some looking like we see in NXT now.
Yeah, some real athleticism, more athletic base, more realistic.
Yep.
And that's their I've always said this, and I think it's almost their version of ROH.
Yeah, that's definitely, man. They definitely appeal to the smart fan.
And the athleticism and the faster paced action.
Yep.
It's a lot like that. But that was good NXT this week, so good little discussion on it there. We seen Damian Sandow bring back his original gimmick.
Yes,
I guess he was on SmackDown. Yeah, he was on SmackDown tonight with it, I guess, right?
I haven't watched it all yet.
Also, Adam Rose with his new gimmick was on SmackDown tonight.
It's I am so glad that we have finally seen a gimmick in pro wrestling that involves the word poop.
Yes, NXT was great. They treated him like poop.
He's the party pooper.
He is the party pooper. But that slap in the face on Bull was nice.
Yeah, it was a very limp-wristed slap.
Let him show that he wasn't messing around. I mean, I think Adam Rose has a lot of talent, especially when he was Leo Kruger. I don't think they ever should have switched him, and now it seems like they're going more back to that character slowly.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the party pooper has more legs than the party animal guy. So.
It definitely does. But I just don't. I didn't get him being out there at all in NXT this week. But okay.
Yeah.
I think just to kind of debut the character.
I guess. I don't know. It was
Adam
weird.
Rose.
Tyler Breeze needs to be on the main roster. That's another thing. So
I
don't know why they're holding him up for so long down there. Anything on that, Cdub?
I think Tyler Breeze is all right, but honestly, I would keep him down in NXT a little bit longer and let him get a little bit more seasoning.
Jeez, he's pretty damn good, though.
He is.
Like, what are you going to do? I love his...
That's not really a knock against him. I just, I don't know, man. I feel like if you take that, much like if you take a guy like a Tim Tebow and you throw him into the NFL,
right.
Sometimes it doesn't really work out, so...
Yeah, you're right. So, going on from that, we seen Cena honored that 7-year-old fan with Sting after Raw. I forgot to tell you guys that.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. It's on WWE.com. Yeah, basically after Raw, we saw 7-year-old cancer survivor Kiara Grindrod. After the main event with Sting and John Cena, Cena and Sting were in the ring, and Cena got on the mic and basically congratulated her for a clean bill of health and defeating cancer. Crowd gave her a big yes chant. Everybody was cheering for her. Cena goes out to where she was standing with her dad and gave her a wristband and a big hug, and Sting came out as well. Gave her one of Sting's gloves, and the crowd, of course, chanted, "This is awesome, man!"
That is
really,
awesome.
really, really super cool to see that. It's something to put a smile on your face, and congratulations to Kiara, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, 7 years.
Cool.
7
Like,
years old.
footage of it, or?
Yeah, you can actually check out the video on WWE.com or on their YouTube, I would assume.
Oh, check that out.
Definitely. Another note here. WWE signed contestant ZZ from Tough Enough.
Yeah, I've seen
Our main man is getting a shot.
Well, it beats the shit out of going and rustling up gators. I know that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hopefully he gets into shape.
I think he'll do all right.
I think he will.
If
If they're giving him a little contract or signing him, I'm sure they see some potential there.
Definitely. I think they got to have some potential. I seen potential in him, and so did Cdub, and so did you. So it's like, that was our favorite guy. So definitely potential there.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys see the rumors on WWE interested in signing the Hardy Boys? I kind of brought this up earlier, Jeff, but man, would I love to see them come in and do another TLC with the Dudleys, Usos, maybe New Day. I don't know who all they could get in there.
That would be pretty cool. The Hardys have always been a big draw, and I can't say I've ever really been not entertained by them. Well, except for that whole Jeff Hardy Sting main event thing where he was all screwed up. But
oh yeah, I remember that.
I mean, as long as Matt and Jeff have their stuff together, I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
I think at this point they would be better suited as a special attraction rather than a every week tag team. But
you would have thought that with the Dudleys too, though. But
yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah. I mean, Bubba can still go for sure. Devon,
he's getting a little big.
He's getting a little bit older, and you can see his mobility going down a little bit. But Bubba's pretty much in the best shape of his career.
He looks a lot fatter with that gear on, though, than he did previously.
He does, yeah.
Is it just the gear?
I think it's that coat. It's that outer shirt he's got, that vest-looking thing he wears. I think it makes him look like he's fatter.
When's Velvet Sky going to come in there with him?
Great question.
Since they are dating or whatever, so
yeah, I'd love to see her on TV.
God, get her with the Dudley Boys. That'd be great.
I've been talking about they need to sign her for the last 2 years.
I know, and they still no sign of signing her, but still, she's with Bubba already, so why not?
Let them pigeons loose.
I also have this rumor. This is the last one I have. Rock rumored to join Reigns and Ambrose at Night of Champions.
I heard that.
Dave Meltzer claiming this. That there's a very good possibility.
If Meltzer says it, man, I'll take it as that there is definitely some truth to it. I think that would be a huge, huge surprise. It makes sense. They're going to have to bring Brock back eventually. I mean, assuming they're going to put him at the WrestleMania. So
definitely.
I think so, yeah. I think that would be great. I mean, it's either that or we get Eric Rowan maybe to come back and just not really wrestle, because I think he's still injured till like November.
Yeah, but have you ever thought of Kane?
Kane, yeah. I was saying the other day, maybe we're going to get Kane or Mark Henry.
Oh, no.
I've been thinking Kane. They claim he's supposed to be backstage, too.
Henry's overseas.
Rowan still, I guess, hasn't been cleared yet, and they said he's going back down to the Performance Center before he comes back up.
So what did you say about Kane?
That he's supposed to be backstage, so it's a possibility that they could use him at Night of Champions, but
it's not going to be Corbin.
No.
Not after I've seen NXT. It's not going to be Corbin.
No.
I could have sworn I was going.
And if that falls through, Kane.
I think so too. It'll be The Rock, but if they let the cat out of the bag, it's going to be Kane, in my opinion. And I think Kane's going to show up one way or another, and we're going into predictions here. But I did have one last note. WWE did tell their talent to cease all communication with the immortal Hulk Hogan.
Ooh, brutal.
So, I don't know if you guys heard that, but yeah, WWE has told the talent to cease communication with Terry Bollea, a.k.a.
Sucks for him.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It pretty much shows you that WWE has no interest in talking to this guy, even though he was trying to reach out.
Yeah, and I mean, I've heard that Hogan claimed that a lot of the pressure is coming from USA Network, but I don't think that's the case. I think WWE just wants to distance themselves from Hulk Hogan. I mean, you can't really come back from these comments no matter how much you apologize. So.
No, it's bad. Bad situation. Which is, I don't know. Say what, Jeff?
What the Warriors say? Because I read something about their claim it's some double standard. Because they said I read something about that people think what Warrior said was worse than Hogan. So I don't know what he said.
I don't know either.
Warrior at one time, if I'm not mistaken, was doing speeches and stuff. And again, don't let this be my quote. The Warrior, I think what they're referring to, he was quoted as saying that queering doesn't make the world work.
Oh,
unquote.
yeah, you're right.
So I'm thinking that's it. I know that Warrior said a lot of stuff on his YouTube videos, said a lot of things about Hogan, and
oh yeah.
So I mean, maybe it is more offensive, but Warrior's not here to defend himself, and apparently that's not really big news to a lot of people. So
there was two questions I wanted to ask you from Raw, Cdub, before we got into the pay-per-view predictions. One of them was, what's your take on Nikki Bella becoming the all-time longest-reigning Divas champion?
Well, she is the longest-reigning Divas champion, but I mean, if you really want to go back, the only women's title that really meant anything was the WWE Women's title, which Moolah held for God knows how long. So,
I agree. But do you think...
And I'm pretty sure Sherry had a longer run with it, as well as Rockin' Robin. So, I mean...
Rockin' Robin was Jake Roberts' sister.
Yeah. She botched the America the Beautiful at WrestleMania 5.
Did you know that was Jake the Snake's sister?
Yes, actually I did.
And Sam Houston's half-brother, yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, good for Nikki. I obviously love having her on my television.
Yeah.
But, I mean, she's not the best in-ring worker in the Divas division, but I would say that her and Brie probably have the most star power, so there you go.
And
what do you... She's the most improved, probably.
Oh, she is pretty improved in the ring, really.
Over the past few years, I would say.
Yeah, she definitely is.
Oh, yeah.
She puts on good matches, I mean. She can.
Yeah.
And my other question was, what's your take on Sting death dropping and Scorpion Deathlock and Rollins for the win there at the end?
I love it, dude. I am going to be watching...
Go ahead.
I'm going to be watching Night of Champions, fully hoping that Sting wins the title, even if it's just for 2 minutes for Sheamus to come out and cash in the Money in the Bank and take it from him. That's fine. I've always been a Sting fan going back to like 1990, so anything with Stinger getting a big moment is great for me. I'd hope that WrestleMania would be that big moment this last year, but of course he lost. I mean, still a cool match, but
yeah, that was something else. Him losing, I didn't get that.
Yeah,
I still won't, and I still don't. So let's go into let's go into the predictions for Night of Champions then, and call it a episode done here.
Let's do it.
All right. For the first match we're going to talk about, I'm just going to go by what I think's the worst to the best match. We got Dolph and Rusev with Summer. I'm thinking that's going to be a big crapper for sure.
I honestly don't care, man. I don't know how WWE has taken two guys that I used to love watching and just made me care so little about them, but it's honestly where they're at right now.
Jeff did hear a rumor on maybe possibly putting Lana back with Rusev.
I like it, man. They need to reveal that Lana was a double agent, a spy all along on some kind of messed up espionage mission from Rusev there.
Yeah, because she did get that broken hand and can't compete now, so.
Yeah, I could play that angle.
She wasn't on Monday either, and the last time her and Dolph seen each other, she was pretty pissed, so.
Oh, yeah.
I can see it happening. We have Neville and the Lucha Dragons against Cosmic Wasteland.
That's what they're calling themselves?
Stardust and the Ascension.
Cosmic Wasteland.
Yes, that's their new name, buddy.
That sounds like a 1990s Sega game.
Cosmic Wasteland, like the Toxic Crusader.
Fucking Cosmic. Well, I'm hoping that Cosmic Wasteland doesn't win. Lucha Dragons and Neville.
I think they're called that's like where they're going to be heading here soon.
Yeah, the Cosmic Shithouse.
So, what do you think, Jeff?
I do not want to see it, but I am going to pick Stardust and the whatever they are.
I'm taking them too.
The Ascension.
Yeah, and I never did get everybody's pick. I'm going with Dolph.
I don't give a fuck. I hope Summer Rae's tit falls out. There you go.
Jeff?
I'm going to go with Rusev.
That's a bold prediction, buddy.
That's a very bold prediction. I'm hoping it comes true.
Okay, so next we have Ambrose Reigns and their mystery partner against the new Wyatt family with Braun Strowman. I've obviously said that it's going to be either Kane or The Rock as the mystery partner, and they're definitely going to go over in this match. Wyatt's always job out. Man,
I hate to say it, but you're right. Yeah, I mean, they do. They job out most of the time. I think it's time for this whole Ambrose and Reigns thing. I think it's time for this to come to a head. I think I called for it. I think I called for it before the last pay-per-view, SummerSlam, but somebody needs to turn on somebody here. They got to get something going. Yeah. I'm going to go with the Wyatts getting the victory here. I think whoever the third man is, I don't think it's going to be very... I'll say this. I don't think it's going to be quite as exciting as The Rock. I'm thinking we get like a Kane, Mark Henry, Eric Rowan, something like that. Something kind of lame.
I forgot about Rowan, so...
Yeah, Wyatts. I'm going to have to go with the Wyatts for the win.
Okay, what about you, Jeff?
It's tough.
I'm taking the Ambrose Reigns team, just to be different.
Yeah, that's who I'm gonna go with.
All right.
Just because they got a mystery partner, I don't know.
Yeah, and if it's The Rock, they aren't gonna have Rock job, are they?
It depends who it is. I'm thinking.
I would think not. But
yeah, but we don't know that's who it's gonna be. So.
Losing, but
yeah, if it's Kane, they're gonna lose. We have New Day and the Dudleys for the tag titles. We already said. I'm hoping Dudleys win.
I'm really looking forward to this one, man. Honestly, as big of news and as excited as I am about the Dudleys being back, the New Day are awesome, dude. Those guys are really starting to hit their stride now.
Yeah, they are.
I'm all for seeing this feud get carried out a little bit longer.
I'm not big on the trombone.
Oh, dude, I love it. I love it, bro.
Man, that damn trombone.
Xavier is awesome out there.
Yeah, dude. Those guys are great. I'm thinking
they are great, but that trombone.
I'm thinking that the Dudleys get the win, but don't get the titles.
Okay. They put them through tables?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We will
and
get.
That's probably why they don't get the titles.
We will get Wood.
I'm thinking so.
Okay, so Jeff, you got the Dudleys too?
Yep.
Okay, so the next match would be, I'd say, Ryback Owens for the IC title. I'm freaking hoping Kevin Owens gets that belt.
You and me both, man.
So I'm going with him.
Yep.
I think we all three agree.
Please take it off Ryback, please, please, please.
Ryback reminds me of Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons on steroids.
He reminds me of Sloth from the Goonies still.
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, he's just like basically a giant baby. Feed me, feed me, feed me.
Maybe that's why Owen's called the little boy.
Yeah, weak little boy. He reads off a teleprompt too. So, or flashcards or something they got for him back there.
Yeah.
Every interview he does, it looks like that. So the next two matches, man, are both with Rollins involved, and we got him taking on Cena for the U.S. title. I'm going with Cena there.
Yeah, I'm thinking Cena gets it back, man. I don't see... I mean, unless Rollins loses the WWE Championship here, I'll put it like this. Rollins is going to lose one of these belts.
Yep.
If If Cena wins, Sting won't win. If Cena loses, Sting will win. That's my prediction.
So you going with Rollins?
I'm going to go with the more likely of the two, that Rollins retains the United States Championship and loses the WWE Championship to Sting. And then Sheamus comes out, boom, cashes in. That's all she wrote.
I see the same thing happening, man, really. I mean, obvious. It's almost obvious because Sheamus ain't even booked in a match.
Yeah.
We could be wrong, but I told Jeff that earlier when we were talking, that it seems like Sheamus...
It's kind of conspicuous there for him to be left off the card, and, you know, they're not really going to mention him too much, I would assume, throughout the night, trying to get everybody to forget that he even exists.
Right.
And then at that point, when he does cash in, everybody's like, oh, crap, I forgot. Yes, here we go.
And he's the worst Mr. Money in the Bank, too, and I don't want to see him get the belt, but...
Oh, man, he's not as bad as Kennedy. Come on, Kennedy sucked.
They got it off him quick.
Oh, yeah. Well, he got injured.
Yeah.
I just don't want to Sting only hold the belt for like a couple minutes.
So what are you saying, Jeff?
In the
both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah.
I am gonna have to go with. I'm gonna say he's losing both of them.
Rollins.
Cena.
That's what I said.
Cena's gonna win the U.S. belt, but then I got a bad feeling about this whole Sheamus thing too.
Yeah.
I
don't like that.
Unless I don't know. I gotta watch to see what happened on the end of SmackDown because him and Rollins are in the main event.
Right.
Tagging. See how that went down.
Oh, so they're keeping him in the picture there, Cdub. So
yeah.
Don't look. I mean, I don't know, man. It could be Sting comes. It could be Sting comes out with the belt with no cash in. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with the cash in.
I'm thinking that. I mean, obviously with Sheamus being the Money in the Bank holder, I think that the end game for it is to have him in the main event picture by the release of the new Turtles movie where he plays Rocksteady. I mean, you know WWE loves to eat that pop culture stuff up.
Yes, they do.
You know, that's something big they can promote. And I think that Sheamus as a recent WWE champion kind of means more out there in interviews on behalf of the company promoting the film than just Sheamus, big guy with a mohawk.
Yeah.
Right.
Gosh, I don't want to see him with it, though. Bad move, in my opinion, but that's my opinion if they do it.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see what happens Sunday. I'm looking forward to it.
Should be pretty good.
And we will definitely be back next week. Hopefully, you got both you guys on here again so we can go over the results for that'll be pretty cool.
Yep, I'll be back.
I want to thank everybody who's listened and actually subscribed over the past few months and stuff. I really always forget to shout people out who actually are supporting us lately or liked us on Facebook. If you haven't and you're checking us out for the first time, sub us on YouTube and like us over on Facebook as well. We got a Facebook page there. But yeah, I'm going to say peace out until episode 45. I want to thank Cdub and Jeff for getting on here as always, guys.
Always a pleasure, man.
Right on.
Yes, same here.
But I'm going to say till episode 45. Hopefully Night of Champions is awesome, and peace out.
Peace out. Glad to be on this week again.
Right on. Cdub, till next time.
Holla, holla. Till next time, we'll catch you down the damn road, son.
Check out Chronochord, too.
Chronochord.com, ya bish.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
Peace out.
Thank you.